Hello, I'm Jason Lammer Potter, and this is Competitive Nature. So the moral in this film is something that really speaks to me, and it's something that I live by as a musician myself, where it's not necessarily competing with others, but always challenging yourself to be your better self, and to just always challenge yourself to better your best. And I wanted to bring that through in this film, in this case, with guitar, and through a mind of a child trying to learn guitar. I wanted to visually show this somehow, so I came up with the idea of having two projections of one person, in this case a child, trying to learn guitar. We don't have one-dimensional personalities. We have tons of personalities, and I wanted to bring out a couple by introducing two characters. And I wanted to really show kind of a difference between the two, by the guitars they're playing, the clothes they're wearing, the way they act. You got the electric guy who's kind of cocky, he's animated, whereas the acoustic guy a little more reserved and easily annoyed, obviously. I wanted the wardrobe to kind of reflect this. What they're wearing different colors, kind of reflecting maybe a little of their personality. But the style of clothing, the simplicity of it, is the same. So, kind of a little segue. So when I heard of my road reel contest, I thought this was a perfect opportunity to use my Rode NTG2 and use it kind of in a unique way. I used my NTG2 shotgun and recorded my instruments with. I recorded my acoustic guitar through it, which sounded beautiful. This thing compares to all the condenser mics that I've been using, and it's been awesome. The sound quality is spot on. I recorded my electric guitar through the amp that you actually see in the film. That actually sounded great. I even put the mic up close to the electric guitar for another track, just so you can hear the kind of clicks and clanks of the pick. So you kind of get this feeling that you're there, and it's kind of realistic almost. And then, of course, I recorded all the Foley. My parents were so gracious enough to lend me their storage room down here, where you got a handy-dandy little furnace and water pipes everywhere. And it set up a green screen. This is my first real green screen endeavor, and it was an endeavor. Yeah. The biggest learning curve for me was trying to key out the green with a very compressed image in a 420 color space. Yeah. The pre-production was a beast of its own because I wanted to record all the audio beforehand, before I even started filming. So I could lay down and kind of get a feel for how the story was going to go and kind of the overall length, which, let's be honest, I was cutting it pretty close. But in the end, it really saved me a lot of time, so I could just kind of film to what I had recorded. Thankfully, with a lot of help from friends and family, got some cool shots. Most of the camera movements were done with either the jib arm that I built out of wood and disassembled tripod, and I also had a dolly made from a moving dolly and wheelbarrow wheels. And then all the rack focuses done in the film were actually really done. The hardest part about making this film was trying to keep the space consistent and knowing where everything was. And I'm acting by myself, and I'm having to keep consistent. So the angles of the shots, where I'm looking when we're filming, all that has to be very consistent. I've learned so much in this project, and it's something that I'm really proud of. It was one hell of an endeavor, though. Alright, so here's the setup for the final scene with Caden. We got this wonderful little light over here with some tungsten filters to give a nice little shadow when she walks in. We got a shutter over here with blue filters on this light to kind of imitate a little moon effect shining on the poster. A bigger light with blue to help fill the room. And here is the camera. I have the Rode NTG2 into my zoom on top of my Canon 7D. So we'll see how this goes. This should be fun. 150 shots taken, weeks of prep, hours of late nights, and some good laughs. This is a story that really speaks to me, and it's something that I've been wanting to make for a while, and this has been the perfect opportunity to do so. I hope other people, watch it and get inspired, and if not, at least just enjoy it.